Hi, I'm Scott Rogers. I'm a member of the faculty of the University of Miami School of Law, where I direct our Mindfulness and Law program. And at the university, I co-direct the university's Mindfulness Research and Practice Initiative. And I wanted to take a few moments and tell you about the Jurisight for 1L class that'll be starting in a couple of days. This is a class that I first began teaching in 2008, and it's been taught every year since. It's specifically for 1Ls. In your 2L and 3L year, you'll have the opportunity, if you wish, to take classes like Mindful Ethics and Mindfulness in Law and Mindfulness in Negotiation. Here, though, in our first semester, a few weeks into law school, we meet as a small group to talk about the challenges and the excitement of law school and explore mindfulness insights, ways of seeing more clearly what's actually taking place as opposed to the thoughts and the stories that come along that can get in the way of our seeing things as clearly as we could, and mindfulness practices, and together learning and practicing ways of finding calm amid the moments that can be choppy, finding ways of steadying attention, notwithstanding the nature of the mind to wander, and in a busy and very new and uncertain setting like law school, the ways in which that can be especially so. And so that we can regroup, learn ways of regrouping and steadying ourselves, both to be able to focus and concentrate for the periods of time that we'll want to be able to really take in and absorb and really love the learning of the law, this very exciting terrain that really holds the fabric of society together and is a work in progress that you're going to be participating in, to be able to be more skilled at bringing clarity out of chaos and out of conflict, which is the very nature of law, and we begin to experience aspects of that in law school. So when we get together, we will have conversations around your experience, around your shared experience. I'll share a little bit about my experiences. I loved law school. I've been out of law school for about 30 years now. I learned mindfulness and meditative practices when I was a law student, and I carried that into my career in the law. That includes graduating law school and doing a series of judicial clerkships. After those clerkships, joining a law firm engaged in commercial litigation, a relatively high stakes, high stress environment, getting married, having children, going through all of life, and how mindfulness was really helpful, the practice of mindfulness and being perhaps a little bit more mindfully aware during these challenging times, which is life, which is law, which is law school, really found to be very helpful. And so I began about 20 some odd years ago sharing that, in particular with lawyers, law students, judges, and other members of the legal profession. And in the research that I've been doing for the last 12 years, we have been researching the efficacy of mindfulness practices in high stress, high stakes professions like the military, like medicine, firefighters, first responders, etc. And these are the same practices that I've always shared at the law school level, and these are the same practices that have been brought into that research. So we'll talk a little bit about that research so you have idea of the science of mindfulness, but it's not a science lecture or science class. It's not a lecture at all, it's a conversation. But I'll drop in just enough of the science so that you go, wow, this is interesting. Drop in a little bit about my own experience and the way I was able to navigate these exciting and challenging terrain with mindfulness being helpful, and the ways that you can do so to, we could say, take the tools that have always been in your toolkit and become even more skilled at utilizing them now that you're in the law school environment. I hope that you are interested, that this piques your interest. And if you are, please send me an email, srogers@law.miami.edu sometime today, Wednesday or tomorrow, Thursday, to let me know. I'll respond promptly. And I look forward to seeing you in Jurisight. And if you don't participate in Jurisight, I look forward to spending time getting to know you in a class, or just as we cross paths in the bricks across your law school career. Wishing you all the best in this first exciting, challenging semester. Hope you love the learning process. I hope that you thrive, and I wish you well.